Hi, this is Garrett Wong. I played Star Trek Voyager's Ensign Harry Kim, and you're listening to Fanatics and the Fan.
Hey everybody, Hawk again out here at GeekyKool, Fanatics and Fan, meaning talking nerd with more of our really nerdy friends, and you're not going to get much nerdier than this guy right here. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you doing, Hawks?
Larry, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Larry Lytle of GeekyKool.com, cool with a K, like cool in the gang. We have a full functional geek website. We have 9 different writers for the site currently, and we put out articles anywhere from articles about gaming to articles about anime, comic books, convention coverage. We do it pretty much anything in the geekdom. And then we have a weekly podcast usually on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock Central Time. And we do some other stuff also. And we do have some other cool stuff coming up. So we stay busy.
We've been talking a lot this weekend. So as everybody knows, last month was Mental Health Month.
Yes.
And our discussions, of course, Fanatics and Fan, we talk about nerd from the inside out. So first of all, let's talk about Nick Fury and the traumas he's going through, which I still submit are Nick's fault. Nick made bad decisions.
Nick did.
At some point, you got to say, "Oh man, all these aliens that can be anybody should not be here."
Right. No, I agree.
And so obviously, when he was talking to Telos, and again, if you haven't watched, if you're not up to date, this is a spoiler, so that's your fault. But at one point, when Talos said there was 1 million Skrulls on the planet, he had no right to be mad at him. That was his fault.
Yeah, because Nick was supposed to find a planet for all of them, and him and Captain Marvel were supposed to take care of this, and didn't. So yeah, it's kind of Nick kind of made this mess.
At no point, honestly, how does he even trust Talos?
Well, that's true.
Yes,
other than they've been friends for a long time. So
Talos seems very honorable, but come on.
No.
Come on.
You're not wrong.
Nothing, if you watch Talos, you can tell that Nick is making him do things that he should not.
Yeah.
And that's really starting to upset me.
That's Nick's MO though, right? Because Nick makes people do things that they wouldn't normally do. Basically, he's a grand manipulator.
And I asked this of the Nerd Informers earlier, and I'll ask you. All that being said, would you rather have a Nick Fury in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D., or would you rather have a Ted Lasso in charge of?
No, I'd rather have a Nick Fury. and
we love Ted, but he ain't getting no love when it comes to running S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, I am not a protectionist kind of person. I am a individual freedom kind of person. So it's hard for me, but I understand what Nick does has to be done most of the time. Now, he hasn't been making great decisions the last little bit. So sometimes you're like, yeah, okay, Nick. But yeah.
Do you think he can solve this problem by himself?
No. But he's going to sure try because he's Nick Fury. So
which is insanity.
Yeah.
First of all, he can't beat the kid.
Right.
This kid has outsmarted him at every turn, first of all.
Yep.
Second of all, I don't even think he understands the problem.
Not yet.
Like he's got tunnel vision about what's going on. He doesn't see what the actual problem is. Do you think that, I can't remember the kid's name for some reason now. I'm blanking. You guys know what I'm talking about. Do you think he really wants to take over the planet, though? Or does he want to hurt Nick?
I think some of both. I think he wants a home planet for his people, and I think Earth is a good place for that.
Okay.
And if you kill all the humans, then you don't have that problem.
That makes him really scary, though, right?
Right. No, but that's typical of Marvel villains. Marvel villains typically want to do something that makes sense to us as people. That, if I was in that situation, maybe I'd want to do that too. But they take it to that level that where you're like, yeah, but I'd never do that. But they go ahead and do that. So So yeah, I can see it. But that's what makes it scary is you can kind of relate to them, right? Because you're like, you kind of left us out here, and we're getting killed by Kree everywhere, every planet we're on. So yeah, we want to take over this planet because,
Why hasn't he just asked the captain to deal with the creed like she said she would.
Well,
But then again,
but things
is
may be
there
more
ever-
complicated than we know. I don't know.
Is there ever a point to where we're going to trust the scrolls in the first place, though?
Should you trust a shape changer that can look like anybody and infiltrate the government? And let me clarify, when I say I'm a freedom guy, I don't really trust the government that much as it is. And then to know that your shape changers are in there, and so it's kind of like, oh yeah, so they're typical politicians. Okay, got it.
And so that council there was nothing less than a senator.
Right, right,
There was at least 2 prime ministers, if I'm not
right.
mistaken.
Yeah,
So they are major shakers there.
yeah. They have basically infiltrated everything, which is
And there was a UN person there too, right?
yeah, there was, yeah. Well, the comic book is, of course, quite a bit different than this in how
Right.
they infiltrate. But the idea that they've infiltrated at the highest levels of all these forms of government and are in these positions of power, that has stayed the same, and that actually is playing very well in the series. So,
Again, I just hate to admit it, but Nick, you caused your own trauma. Just saying.
he did. Yeah, he got Nick Fury got distracted with the Avengers Initiative when he's supposed to be trying to take care of the Skrull, trying to help them out to get to a new homeworld.
Well,
He
now, hang
also
on.
got
Whoa,
focused with Avengers.
That's 20 some odd years.
Right.
Him and Carol had 20 some odd years to solve and Nick didn't want to. He didn't start caring about the Skrull homeworld until after the blip, in my opinion. Then he started to pay attention, like, oh man, I should have done something with this back in the 90s.
Well, he went off, the end of Captain Marvel to take care of it. So I'm assuming they ran into some snags, and then he came back, and then it's like he almost forgot it. I don't know.
Y'all know I love Nick. Love him to death. This is his fault. It's his mess. I don't trust Nick no more. I just don't, okay? He made some really bad decisions, which we all make.
Sure.
But our bad decisions don't destroy the universe.
This is true. Or all of humanity on Earth. Whatever, yeah. So
All of humanity.
So my question
biggie.
is, are we going to have Super Scrolls? Because that's kind of what it seemed like
Yes.
we're heading towards. So,
Yes.
and are they going to have
But-
Fantastic Four abilities?
No,
Because
no. I already know what they're going to do. Unfortunately, Super Scrolls, they're going to create them, which is going to be terrible. And listen, fanboys, calm down before you even see the episode. And when you do it, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
we'll see.
It's going to be fine. And I don't want Super Scrolls, just for the record. That's just a whole lot of dangerous. Josh Roberts mentioned it the other day that Super Scrolls was a whole other level of thing.
Yeah.
You don't need. And back to the original question: can Nick handle this? Hell no.
No, not with Super Scrolls, he can't. But who's he going to get? Because we pretty much know that War Machine is out with him. So.
Yeah, which are we sure that wasn't a scroll?
No, not sure of that at all. Not sure of that. Am I sure of anybody not being a Skrull? No, I'm not. So,
Folks, check out Larry at his giving you information.
GeekyKool.com. That's cool with a K, like cool in the gang. KOOL.com. And check us out.
And of course, you can come out and find us out here at Comic Weekend, or at fanaticsandthefan.net, or on any of the social medias at Fanatics and the Fan.